9 signs you have unhealed trauma. Trauma is the result of an unbearable situation involving an enormous amount of stress, which usually exceeds one's ability to cope. Common examples include the loss of a parent, rejection of a meaningful romantic relationship, or experiencing a life-threatening event, for example, being in a car accident. In most cases, after these traumatic experiences, we usually pretend that we're okay, but in reality, we're suppressing our emotions and develop unhealthy coping mechanisms, which could be to our detriment. While it can be difficult to identify unresolved trauma on the surface, there are signs that we can look out for which could help you recognize unresolved trauma. Here are 9 signs that you're still suffering from unhealed trauma. Number 1. Resisting positive change. Do you feel shameful whenever you celebrate your achievements? Are you suspicious when someone great walks into your life and shows an interest in you? If yes, there is a possibility that you're carrying unresolved trauma in you. You're resisting positive change because you continuously feel as if you don't deserve to be happy. You run away from the things that could brighten up your life because you're afraid to trust the change. Number 2, everything is planned. You feel helpless and vulnerable, which is why you need to write every little detail on paper. All of your plans need to be clear, well-structured, you micromanage everything, and you're frustrated when things are out of your control. This means that you have deep trust issues with yourself and the world in general. Worrying if something is always wrong, or if you're always going to fail, are usually related to deep-rooted traumatic experiences. Number 3. Fear of failure. As we know it, fear is a natural instinct and all human beings possess it. However, when your fear outweighs your drive to succeed, it could mean that you have an unhealthy fear of failure. While fear can result in missed opportunities and cause blockers or ceilings related to creativity, fear also creates perfectionism and insecurities. By internalizing your fear, it could cause you to have negative beliefs in yourself. Number 4, fear of success. When trauma is repressed for a long time, some people will begin fearing success. While most people fear not accomplishing their goals, people with deep-rooted trauma actually worry about getting what they want. Those who were abandoned or those who lost a parent at a young age generally tend to unconsciously sabotage their own chances of success. Have you ever wanted something with your entire heart, but at the same time you are afraid of actually achieving it? Or have you ever been worried about losing something, even though you haven't achieved it yet? Let us know in the comments. Number 5, difficulty concentrating. Unresolved trauma can cause various psychological and mental effects that can have a direct effect on one's concentration levels. Gaps in your memory, blackouts, or the lack of focus could be your mind calling for help and highlighting that you have unresolved issues which should probably be addressed. Number 6, you have trouble asking for help. Opening up to others is difficult, and therefore asking for help is hard. The fear of reaching out to someone else to ask for help is so overwhelming that you choose to suffer or deal with your situation on your own. Rejection, being denied, or being seen as weak is not an option for you, so you prefer doing things for yourself. Number 7, you hurt yourself or others. When dealing with issues, you tend to isolate yourself and push your friends or loved ones away. It's not uncommon for you to experience random outbursts or lash out at others when you're experiencing intense emotions. Unresolved trauma can result in you taking out these emotions on yourself or those around you. You're an emotional roller coaster. You're frustrated, irritated, angry, but also highly sensitive. So you do things like lose your temper easily, break things readily, or even resort to self-harm. Number 8, low self-esteem. If trauma occurs in early childhood, this can have a negative impact on your confidence and self-esteem as an adult. Physical, emotional, verbal, or psychological abuse, as well as abandonment and neglect, can all result in you questioning your self-worth. When someone you love inflicts abuse onto you, you tend to struggle to feel good about yourself. People that suffer from PTSD often struggle with low self-esteem and feelings of worthlessness. Number 9. Unexplained psychological symptoms. You aren't as happy and you don't enjoy the things that you used to in the past. You are always anxious and worried a lot, so much that you're experiencing difficulty sleeping at night or eating at all. Studies have shown that nightmares, negative thoughts about oneself, anger, irritability, memory loss, self-isolation, and feeling distant are all common signs shared by patients diagnosed with PTSD. Have you ever experienced a traumatic situation? Are any of the mentioned signs familiar to you? Let us know in the comments section. And as always, thanks for watching. And remember, if you liked this video, then be sure to subscribe for more.